An arrest has been made in connection with the shooting death of Tupac Shakur. The rapper's 1996 murder from a drive-by shooting has remained unsolved for nearly 30 years. Dwayne Kefe D. Davis has been indicted for murder, according to the Associated Press. Davis shared in a memoir entitled Compton Street Legend that he was in the Cadillac where the gunfire came from. The New York Post reports six-time Grammy-nominated Tupac was 25 years old at the time of his death.
Yeah, I like to think I'm revolutionary.
He's considered one of the most influential rappers of all time.
Honor and welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Tupac Shakur!
This past summer, he was posthumously honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. This is Inside Edition Digital, Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yes, yes, yes. Tupac Shakur. He'll never be forgotten. Never, ever will be forgotten. As I did the research on this, I wanted to make sure I had my head free of everything so I could hear. So it took me a few hours. The other day I was doing some research on something else and some history on Tupac came up. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I've done an independent video on Tupac before. I said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Now here we have the Walk of Fame, the Walk of Fame. I don't know how this happened, but if you look in the background, you see an X. You see an X. Don't know if it's a real literal X or the person's got something on that made a design of an X. I don't know. But all I know is that we have the red and black as usual for the Walk of Fame. And we have above that the X. And to the right of that person, we have the black and white. It's like the checkerboard when you play both sides. I don't know. I just know what I see. Welcome to subscribers. I am Friendship Pearson. Welcome to Friendship Blue, where I utilize my gift of the 5 C's that God has given me, the clues, the codes, the colors, the confirmation, time, and conclusion. It tells a lot. And speaking of black and white, we have black and white here as well. That means you play both sides, like Democrat against Republican or man against woman. This is how this world is set up, like a chessboard. You can't tell who's really doing what, but they're both involved in the swindle. Let's proceed.
6. Tupac and his entourage, including Suge Knight, the head of his label Death Row Records, are in Las Vegas for the highly anticipated heavyweight boxing match between Mike Tyson and Bruce Seldon. As the night unfolds, tensions run high inside and outside the arena at MGM Grand Hotel. The big fight is over almost before it starts. Tyson knocks Seldon out in the first round. It took the champ less than 2 minutes to win the heavyweight title. 10 minutes later, Tupac and his entourage get into a fight with Orlando Anderson in the casino outside the arena. Orlando is a Crip, a rival of Suge Knight's blood-affiliated gang. A month earlier, one of Tupac's entourage had his Death Row Company necklace stolen, allegedly by Orlando. When they spot him in the casino, a fight kicks off, setting the stage for a series of events that would ultimately lead to Tupac's murder. At 11:15 p.m., Tupac and Suge Knight are alone in Suge's black BMW, on their way to a party at Suge's club. They're stopped at a red light on the Las Vegas Strip when a white Cadillac pulls up along beside them, forever changing the course of history. Gunshots ring out, 13 total. Tupac is sitting in the passenger seat with his window down. He's hit 4 times, while Suge Knight suffers injuries as well. The assailant...
And then, unfortunately, he's rushed to the hospital and he dies. It's deep. But what took it so long? 30 years? 30 years. Listen.
Correct. So the difficulty was early on when the crime had occurred, nobody was really cooperating with law enforcement, providing them the information they needed in order to make any headway with the case. But Keefe D, the individual who we're speaking of now, his name has always been associated with the case because his nephew, Orlando Anderson, is and always has been the primary suspect. Orlando Anderson had gotten into a fight with Tupac just hours before they retaliated and shot Tupac. So because of Orlando, this is his uncle, Keefe D, who we knew was in Vegas at the same time. And then ultimately in 2009, when we interviewed Keefe D, he confessed to his role in the murder. That confession was done under what's known as a proffer agreement, which doesn't allow us to use his own self-incriminating information against himself. But then he began to go out and publicly boast about his role in the murder,
and once he started boasting, that allowed them to arrest him for the murder. I want to decode everything behind him, and he's got on the Nike shirt, but I'm going to pass on that right about now. And also the 19 circles. 19 means chaos, like 5 years ago, chaos, COVID, 19. But we're going to leave it alone. Now, this is what made me a few days ago think about covering this. Because Tupac and Ice-T performed. Yes, they performed. And they sang a duet in a comedy routine, I guess you can call it, where they sang the song, "You Don't Bring Me Flowers." I used to sing this song as a rehearsal song for my vocals back in the day. And I did fall in love with Barbra Streisand, very beautiful, very attractive woman. You guys, I'm sure, know her, Barbra Streisand. So they sang this duet, "You Don't Bring Me Flowers Anymore." When I listened to this, my mind went straight to JFK because like I've done in other videos, even today, JFK's wife received red roses the day that JFK was unalive. When I see flowers, I think unalive. So when this song was sung, I thought that his days would be numbered. So let me show you how this works. On May 4th, 1996, Tupac, Shakur, and Ice-T performed on the Fox show Saturday Night Special. They deliver a duet of "You Don't Bring Me Flowers" by Barbra Streisand. And Tupac also performed "Only God Can Judge Me." Don't know if I'll get in trouble, but maybe I'll play a few seconds of it. They'll just take it out.
Y'all don't bring us flowers anymore.
So they sang the song. May 4th, 1996. Now, Tupac was hit, see the word, on September 7th, but he became unalive on September 13th. All right? Now, check this out. Remember, at this, there was an X. Just saying, an X. We're going to get into these dates, put it all together, okay? Now, when you take 9/7, the day that he was hit, 9/7, and just so you know, historical, 9/7, if you think future past, 9/7 is the 47th day of the year. Well, Trump just happened to be the 47th president. Now you might say, "Oh, Pearson, there you go." Well, I got a tie-in for you that you probably would never believe. I'm just bringing it up. That 9/7 is the 47th day of the year, like Trump is the 47th president. Take that date, subtract it from the day that he sang that duet with Ice-T on 5/4/1996. You get 4/4. Now, way before Barack Obama came into the picture, What I need you to understand is that 4/4, along with August 4th, in which Barack Obama was born, these are historical numbers that have been utilized in relation to death. It just has been. I've said it before in other videos, so don't be shocked. Barack Obama just happened to be the 44th president, but I'm bringing it up because I want to show you some numbers. Now check this out. Saturday Night Live first premiered on NBC October 11th, 1975. Take October 11th, 1997. It is a few months, well, actually a year after Tupac was, let me correct that. Let me go back here. Saturday Night Live, they began their show October 11th, 1975, their first show. Just take their birthday anniversary of 10/11/1997, subtract it from the day that that is Tupac and Ice-T performed on the show, 5/4/1996, okay? The difference is 75 weeks. What is 75? Well, first of all, let's go back. The 75th day of the year brings you what? March 16th is the 75th day of the year. What is 3/16? We just finished Holy Week. March 16 is like John 3:16, where Christ sacrificed. I might title this video A Sacrifice for the Gods, because that's what these numbers show. So I'm gonna show it again. The day that he did his duet, 5/4/1996, subtracted from the show, 10/11/1997, their anniversary, the difference is 75. And 75 is what? Come out to March 16th, like 3:16, John 3:16, Jesus is the Savior. 3:16 is what? That's a sacrifice. Now, as I'm thinking, I'm just thinking some other stuff. So let me go off the beaten path. 3:16 is sacrifice. Was Tupac sacrificed like Jesus? Let's look at this. Tupac's album On the Cross. He did this album here. I forgot about it, but I'm just not thinking about it. Okay. The Don Illuminati. Yeah, I forgot about that. Release date, November 5th, 1996. Let's look this up. November 5th, 1996. Let's look. November 5th, 1996. November 5th, 1996. Let's see if this gets a buzz. Okay, so the day he sang the song was 5/4/1996. And then he has this album come out 11/5/1996. That gives you 186 days in between. Let's see what 186 is. What is the 186th day of the year, Gregorian calendar?
According to Wikipedia, this is the latest.
That's July 5th. So nothing there that I can think offhand, but it's got to be something there, people, because what a thought. What a thought. We have this here, 11/5. Let's put it up against him being shot then, which is 9/7 versus 9/13. 9/7 versus 9/13. Let's look. Let's do this here, because there's got to be a connection, right? 9/7, because he was sacrificed. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. 9/7 versus 9/13. All right. 9/13, Pearson. 54, 53. Okay, there it is. Look at this, people. Look at this. On 9/13/1996, that's when Tupac died. 9/13. Okay. 11/5/1996. Where is it at? 11/5/1996. That's when he was on the cross. The Don Illuminati. Right? You guys remember that? Remember that album? He was on the cross. Sacrifice. Ain't that deep? Now, what's the difference? The difference is 53. I know 53 means something. So I'm gonna show you guys what it means because I have it in my research. 53, the 53rd day of the year. Let me just call it out right quick. What is the 53rd day of the year on the Gregorian calendar? February 22nd, 222. You guys who've been with me for a while, you know what 222 is. That's the Antichrist system. That's why I'm saying he was sacrificed. Look, 222, Antichrist system, 222, the beast system. I know y'all guys got that. I know you got that. Ain't that deep? Look at that. 11/5, he was on the cross on that album. 9/13 is when he died. Comes out to 53. The 53rd day of the year is February 22nd, 222. Wow, what a decode. All right, let's go see where I'm at because I lost my position. See where I'm at. I was there and I was there already. So now it's time to do this. I told you I thought about JFK because when JFK was unalived that day in Dallas, Texas, his wife had red roses. And Tupac sang that song on stage with Ice-T, You Don't Bring Me Flowers Anymore. So let's look at the dates. May 29th. There's Kennedy's wife with the flowers, with the roses. 11/22 is when JFK lost his life. 11/22, 1963. So take 11/22, 1995 versus 5/4, 1996 when he sang the song, You Don't Bring Me Flowers. The difference is 165. What is 165? June 14th is the 165th day of the year. And what is June 14th? That's Donald Trump's birthday. Now don't flip out. Just stay with me. I got something to show you. Look at that. Go back again. 11/22. The anniversary of JFK being slain. Versus 5/4, the day that Tupac sang that song, You Don't Bring Me Flowers Anymore, come out to 165. June 14th is Trump's birthday. But the guy that unalived Tupac, he's got the same birthday. Isn't that something? June 14th. That's deep, ain't it? I know it's crazy, right? Now watch this. Take June 14th, 1997, subtract it from 9/13, the day that Tupac died, 9/13, 1996. The difference is 274. And what is 274? These are the gods I'm telling you about. The Roman Empire started worshiping the sun god Sol Invictus in 274 AD. The 274 AD, and that's where we're going today. The sun god, like the sun god Ra, and the golden age to me is all wrapped up into it. That's the way I believe. 274 AD. Look at it. 614 versus the day that he died, comes out to 274. Now watch this here. He performed that song, that duet with Ice-T. His birthday is 2/16. Just so happened the 216th day of the year is August 4th, and Barack Obama was born August 4th. But again, we're gonna leave it alone. 2/16 is Ice-T. Take 2/16/2024, his birthday, subtract it from the day that Tupac died, 9/13. The difference is what? The difference is, what's that, 54, 157? Something I'm doing, let me see what I'm doing. Oh, look, it's deep. 2/16 is Ice-T's birthday, 2/16 of 2024. Subtracted from the day that Tupac died, 9/13/2023. The difference is 5/4. What is 5/4? That's the day that Tupac and Ice-T sang the duet, You Don't Bring Me Flowers. Now that's deep, ain't it? I forgot about that. Tupac died on 9/13. 2/16 is Ice-T's birthday. And the difference is 5/4. The same date that they sang the duet. Come on, man. Tupac's birthday, June 16th. Take June 16th, 1995, versus the day he sang that duet with Ice-T, 5/4/1996. The difference is 46 weeks. What is 46? 46 is like this. JFK, George Orwell, and George Floyd all died at 46 years old. Is that coincidence? Then look at this. Barbra Streisand, the one who sang the song, You Don't Bring Me Flowers Anymore. Her birthday, 4/24. Take 4/24, 1996, subtract it from 6/16, 1996. Tupac is 6/16, where is he at? 6/16, Tupac. There he is. 6/16, 1971 is his birthday. So let's go back again. We have .424 versus 6/16 of 96. So that's his anniversary of his birthday, right? The difference is 53. And like I said, 53 is what? 53 is 222. That's the Antichrist, 222, the beast system. Isn't that something? When you take Barbra Streisand's birthday, subtract it from Tupac's birthday, isn't that something? You get 53, February 22nd, 222, the Antichrist beast system. Now look at this here. The song, You Don't Bring Me Flowers Anymore, was released October 17th, 1978. You Don't Bring Me Flowers Anymore was released October 17th, 1995. Subtracted from the day that he sang that song with Ice-T, 5/4. The difference is 200. What is 200? Calculator. Take 200 from a calendar year of 365, you get 165 again. 165 is what? That brings you to the killer. His birth is 165 days. His birth is June 14th, the 165th day of the year. Tell me that ain't deep. Now let's go a little bit further here. Almost done. Dwayne Keefe, this is the guy who killed Tupac. He went to jail 9/29 on 9/29. Take 9/29/2023, the day he went to jail, versus what? 6/14/1963, his birthday, the guy who killed Tupac. The difference is, see that? 60 years in 322. 322 is skull and bones, but also look here. See the 316? 60 years in 316. 316, there's your sacrifice, like John 3:16 when Christ sacrificed John 3:16. It matches that Tupac was on the cross on that album, right? That's deep. Then look, Tupac's mom, birthday January 10th, death date May 2nd. Take May 2nd, her death date 2016, literally, from 6/16, Tupac's birthday, or was that his death day? June 16th, 1971. June 16th, that's his birthday. So Here we go. Tupac's birthday versus the date that his mom died. That's 44 years. 322 Skull and Bones. Ain't that something? And then this book that came out by the guy who they said killed Tupac, the book came out February 15th. Take February 15th, 2019, the book came out, versus 5/4/2020, the anniversary he sang the song, You Don't Bring Me Flowers Anymore. The difference is 444. 4 and 4 is 8, then you got 4. 84, Barack Obama was born August 4th. But Jay-Z has a picture with the same thing, 444. Interesting. Not saying, just bringing it up there. All right, the last thing we have is this. Hollywood Walk of Fame. Y'all saw that? June 7, 2023. They put him on the Walk of Fame. June 7, 2023. Take June 7, 2023, Hollywood Walk of Fame, versus 9/7, the day that Tupac was shot. 9/7 anniversary. The difference is 274. And what is 274? Again, 274 is the sole invictus, the gods. Tupac evidently was taken out for the gods. I'm Franchise Pierce. Enjoy the work. Share it. It's deep.